Door this stuff? They must be storing something good in there.
Yeah, guns, armor, probably some ammunition too.
Trooper
Honestly,
Kemp and
Kemp ain't
Trooper
that much of a
Murphy.
mystery.
You're thinking too small, Murph. I'd put money on the Protectorate stashing treasure inside. A whole pool of bits enough to swim in.
It's a constabulary, not a bank. And certainly not some kind of gold-filled swimming hole. Besides, these Protectorate lack imagination. Never had an original thought wasn't written down for them first. Like I told you before, it's probably just guns.
I'm sensing a wage here, whatever the bet I want in.
No, it's not as serious as all that. We were just speculating about what's past that big ol' armory door there.
Any speculation without money attached is a waste of time.
I guess it could be fun putting a few bits down. What do you say, Murph?
I know when I'm outnumbered. Fine. 100 bits says all's inside is guns and armor.
Are we children playing with toy bits? Babies chewing on purse strings? Double or nothing.
Greedy little thing, ain't you? Much as I'd enjoy taking yours and Kemp's cartridges here, neither of us got enough to cover that wager. So it'll be 100 bits or no deal.
Law, I miss high stakes tables. Fine, better or nothing, I guess.
Go on then, Kemp. Fill our itinerant gambler in on the particulars.
We've tried everything short of skipping a ship through that door to get inside. Though, come to think of it, maybe that's not such a bad idea.
Jeez, I am a gambler. Do it. Do it right now.
Don't encourage him.
Fine, Skip drives out. Say, maybe we could commandeer one of them tractors out in the field instead. Oh, bet that could plow through the door.
What else have you tried?
Blowtorch,
Hand crank.
electric saw.
Oh, and there was that attempt with the automech. Wonder if they ever got it walking again.
Have you tried using your head? It seems pretty dense.
If you don't hear me laughing, it's because I ain't.
You did throw your helmet at it that one time, Kemp. That's sort of close.
Whose side are you on here, Murph?
Why is it so important you get in the armor anyways?
In case you haven't noticed, we're in the middle of a war, and hard to say whether we're winning or not. Better question is why no one else is treating this like a top priority.
You mean anti-choice didn't put their two best troopers on the job? I'm shocked.
Part of being a good soldier is knowing your strengths and your weaknesses. For example, I'm good at shooting wisecracking stooges in the face. Want to see?
Point taken. Please continue.
In any siege, advantage goes to the defenders. Right now, the Protectorate still has control of the bridge to the Vox station. That station is the key to taking Paradise Island. When, Officer Kaur ever gets the go-ahead, we need to be ready.
What's preventing Kaur from taking an action?
Why do you want to know? What are you, some kind of spy?
Back down, Trooper. I'm sure our friend here is just curious.
Yeah.
Still haven't gotten orders to, I suppose. The only person besides Kaur who might know more is Commander Torres out at the forward operating base.
So you want me to try and open the door now, or?
Like it's just that simple.
Haven't you been listening? That door is sealed tighter than a salt tuna can. Nobody's getting through anytime soon.
A unique challenge requires a unique solution.
You sound like you've got something percolating.
No, not really. Just stating the obvious.
Helpful.
Guess we gotta start afresh. Can we untable that tractor meets door idea now?
Explosives 3, huh? I was hoping I would be able to luckily open it, but I guess not. I shouldn't get mad if I steal any of those. What are you doing here?
I have no interest in dealing with the machinations of you dark marketers today. Have you two come to mock me like your fellow dullards? Perhaps if you rub together your only 2 brain cells, you might even come up with something approaching cutting. No. Wait. You're not some corporate simpleton, are you?
Not really.
On the contrary,
Sort of.
you have the manner of an officer about you. Someone who understands the substantive weight of command.
Well, I did lead a team, but that was a while ago.
From your tone, am I to suppose it didn't end well?
Depends. How would you describe losing all of your troops and then nearly dying?
It must have been a nettlesome experience indeed if you remain so prickly about it. Please, allow me to start over. I am Warden Sterling, dedicated servant of the Protector of Arcadia and caretaker of worlds, the Sovereign Henry Varick.
You wouldn't happen to know of any way to get in the armory, would you?
And if I did?
Better I get whatever's inside that armory than the people who imprisoned you, right?
What a strange argument. Obviously, I would prefer the contents of the armory remain with the Protectorate, but circumstances being what they are, perhaps you're right. We need more privacy before continuing this conversation. Go to the back of the building, and I shall meet you at the window of my cell.
Oh, shit. You can rely on me to be the very spirit of discretion.
I'll be waiting.
Interesting. What is he gonna tell us?
Don't go into that cheap saloon if you got a liquor gumption. They got no tolerance.
We should be able to speak freely here without the risk of being overheard.
This is so much better than on the other side. How clandestine, I feel like a spy.
Had you been born in the Protectorate, that passion for discreet service would have been rewarded with assignment to the Sentinels. The loss for us all, no doubt. But now, we were speaking of finding a way into the armory, yes? There is an entrance on the roof by which you may gain ingress. Had these 2 dolts bothered to do even the most cursory inspection, they'd have found it.
The roof, you say? How am I supposed to get up
I
there?
leave that to you to discover. Be grateful I offered you this much. That is all I have for you. I must recuse myself now, lest I draw undue attention and be subjected to another lecture on the benefits of the free market. Goodbye, and pray we never meet outside this constabulary. I will, of course, be required by duty to meet you as an adversary under such circumstances.
Okay. Well, I certainly see some steps here. Oh, I can. All right. Oh shit, that's easy. Listen, fudge it up. Wow, these guys are freaking stupid. Pretty sure the door just unlocks too. I guess I'm gonna have to go out the door because I can't go back that way.
Whoa! How in the blazes did you get in there?
Appreciate your help. These weapons are gonna save lives.
Guns after all. Most of these irons look pretty old-fashioned too. A bit lackluster if you ask me.
Yeah, it's real sad how our trainees will have the armaments to defend us now. I swear, Kemp, sometimes I wonder about you. And of course, we have you to thank. That sure was an impressive display of ingenuity and forward thinking.
Just saved you two a lot of time. Surely that's worth more than the pat on the back.
What do you think, Murph? Guess we could make this some kind of tax write-off.
If anyone asks, you're a professional we hired through the proper channels. Definitely not some nobody drifted in from the Aether. Understood? Good.
All right. Well, got a new shock machine gun. Yes, please.
People think I got ejected from the saloon because
That guard wasn't being ironical about the giant hologram on the
maybe
town
I
hall.
am drunk.
Well,
Drunk
guess
on
we ought to go
bold
acquaint
ideas.
ourselves with that minister like she said.
Was that my guy talking? Where is he? Why?
Empty 2 bits, and she'll give you some new glitz.
That was weird.
Empty 5 bits, and she'll give you a facial spritz.
Oh, hold on. Investigate the constable's office, it says. Compliance investigations. Notations. Nothing hurts like stupid does. Void be damned, it's not as if running a side hustle inside of Auntie's Choice is complicated. It only requires exercising the teeniest bit of discretion and getting your dirty work done where people can pretend they didn't see it, or don't see it. Mind those 2 rules, and I won't have to track you down, truss you up, and send you back to the fleet in chains. And yet, that's just too complicated for the half-wit smugglers who landed one of Auntie's transports at the damaged landing pod and unloaded what were clearly contraband crates in the middle of the damn day. So now they're in a cell, and I have an excessive amount of paperwork to do, and there's nowhere near enough commission on my bringing them in to justify the number of hours this will all take. A profitable resolution. Well, someone sought to ensure that my case against these smugglers in my custody was as solid as a bulkhead. My mysterious benefactor left me a stack of files that included a detailed listing of their other crimes they should be measured for. Enough to add in an eye-watering amount of bits to the arrest commissions I'll end up collecting. Not only that, they also included craftily worded advice that taking them to the undisputed claim for judgment would be a boon to my career and to my big cartridges. So finding out who was oh my god, maybe I'm getting tired. So finding out who it was will have to wait until I return from delivering from the undisputed claim. I have several likely suspects, including a cargo pilot and an acquisition chief that both passed through here at about the right time, but my gut keeps drawing me towards the new greenhouse overseer, Emmeline Galloway. Can't rightly say why. Maybe it might just be she's the only one that's still in town, and I'm pulling for it being the easiest option to investigate. Even so, I can't seem to shake the notion that she's somehow in the mix with all these troubles. Well, we're gonna have to go pay her a visit. Apologies on my reading. I don't
fresh
know.
blood in the talent pool around here with these protectorate.
Getting a little out of it, I think.
That must be the greenhouse. You know, one where that Emmeline is supposed to be moving stolen goods.
This kind of reminds me of a section in the first game.
I'm simply not credulous enough to accept this is where I've ended up. Doing the work of at least 3 lackeys. Or a full half-dozen automechs, all by my lonesome. I'd welcome you, would-be consumer, but we are not a retail operation. Please visit the various consumer locations around Fairfield for all your purchasing needs. I have far too many claims on my time to be able to cater to the curious at the moment.
Looks like a lot of work. Is it just you in here?
I was meant to have help, but they lacked the barest amount of gray matter it takes to keep from getting locked up by excessive corporate malfeasance. So, I'm on my own here. Breaking my back, trying to buttress all these vines on top of all my other jobs. Oh, the bits I wouldn't pay for some of those mechs the Protectorate used to work this place. So, is there anything else, or can I get back to work?
There's other stuff. Security thinks you're up to more than growing plants. Care to tell me what's going on?
Really? Feel you're entitled to that information, do you?
Yep. Figure it doesn't hurt to ask.
It doesn't. I know a slew of folks missing pieces of themselves who disagree. All because they weren't bright enough to mind their own business when they clearly should have.
Just curious, what's this all for?
Quite the setup, ain't it? Before we took Fairfield, Auntie's Choice didn't have anything like this. Every kind of plant we've got was made to thrive in a chemical vat. But the Protectorate grows all their greens the old-fashioned way, with water and soil and actual fertilizer. I can't decide if it's adorably quaint or just plain daft. Then again, they all only have one job, so they have the time to indulge in all those sorts of archaic whimsies. Damn lucky Crabble copulators.
Then what do you use it for?
Research mostly. Some wholesale. And as the base for some small batch, highly exclusive, limited edition retail runs. Though I expect word any day that the big brains in R&D will have tweaked and twisted these plants so they're better than nature. Then we push the new product on the market. And my contract says I get 0.003427% of net after development, testing, packaging, advertising, and distribution costs. So you know, this is a pretty big deal for me.
Is that a big deal? Jeez. Nothing, was just passing through,
Well,
I
I've
guess.
got a lot left to do and not much time left to do it in, so you can show yourself out.
I still wonder if there's more to her. Let's see, this one, right? It says investigate the Fairfield greenhouse. Is there anything else in here? I'm gonna talk to her again.
You're back. Why?
Why? Here thinks you're growing plants.
Really? Feel you're entitled to that information, do you?
Just trying to figure out why you'd still work here if you've got better things going on.
Because all these plants were unknown inside Auntie's Choice. And there's a good chance we can make something of them. Though I expect word any day that the big brains in R&D will have tweaked and twisted these plants so they're better than nature.
So kind of took us to the same path.
Then we push the new product on the market. And my contract says I get 0.0003. So, is there anything else, or can I get back to work?
Oh, dang, I'm already hitting limits with the observation. That sucks. Okay.
Well, I've got a lot left to do.
Any of these plants or anything? Well, I got the apples, I guess. The mock apples or whatever they were called.
What's the fastest way to climb the corporate ladder?
Do your immediate supervisor's job better? Make them look bad? You could also cross them off, all else fails.
You mean murder them? That's not against your laws?
Nothing's against the law if you don't get caught doing it.
Why is this like a radar? Get some of the smugglers from an unknown benefactor she suspects could be... I feel like there must be something here. That I'm missing. Well, let's go meet with this dude. Saboteur of Paradise. Look at that, running this whole town.
No. Yet you see fit to keep me in a constant state of consternation. With each unauthorized act, you jeopardize our hold of Fairfield.
Yes, but you must understand, the Protectorate citizenry is a hair's breadth from defection. Within the week, I'm certain.
Certain. Like the week prior and the week before that. Impressive foresight you wield. Should apply to join the Order of the Ascendant.
It would be difficult enough to convert the stubborn populace without your soldiers' constant, ill-advised forays.
Enough! Your yipping reminds me of my 2 old canids. I loved those canids. You, on the other hand, are trying my patience. We don't want to try Auntie's patience, do we?
No, Auntie.
Yes, I thought not. Now, unless you care to see what life in the lower rungs looks like, you will both of you cease your foolish maneuvering immediately. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Auntie.
Good. See that it is done. I will brook no more disappointments. And while you're at it, you might want to look into your security situation, Commander. I'm not accustomed to an audience when addressing my subordinates.
Who in the void? Eavesdropping on Auntie's choice business is like to get a body shot for spine. Though you're not wanting for moxie. I'll give you that.
Now hold a moment, Kaur. When opportunity comes visiting, perhaps it's better not to riddle it full of holes. Our new compatriot may be of assistance.
A surprisingly good point, especially from you. She only forbade us using our own personnel. Be a whole other matter were a stranger to happen to aid one of us. But which? Well, you seem an observant sort, so I expect you'll tire of Milverstreet's bluster soon enough. Come see me before agreeing to whatever absurdity he proposes. Unlike him, I have some work actually befitting your time. I'll be waiting.
Alone at last. I never thought she'd leave. Now then, allow me to introduce myself. I am D.B. Milverstreet, Minister of Marketing, Duke of Demographics, Commercial Condottiere, President of Promotional Material. Tell me, do you believe in signs?
You're trying to sell me something.
I sell to the gullible and impressionable. You, however, seem a mite too clever to buy what I'm peddling. No, friend, I've got something better in mind for you. I do not believe in signs. I believe in opportunities. Right now, at this moment, you and I have an opportunity to save countless lives. But I'm hardly the type to beg and ask for nothing in return. Tell me, what do you desire of this island?
I'm gonna whisper to Niles. You think we can trust this guy?
With that hat? Absolutely not.
Is this a bad time to mention I can read lips?
Trying to find someone here. Name of Augustine de Vries.
I have some faint recollections of the fuzz beneath my hat. Perhaps I saw such a name amidst my perusal of the Protectorate domicile assignment records. The record room is in this building. You have my permission to peruse at your leisure. But surely a go-getter like yourself has more ambitious goals on our island. Share them with me, and we can brave them together.
I seek the means to make my billions and retire. Might take up residence in the Vox after.
Admirably enterprising, though I suspect you may be disappointed on both fronts. I surmise that you require entrance to the Vox. Help me, and I can help you. Better yet, helping me shall result in our saving dozens, no, hundreds of lives. Your conscience shall be renewed.
Oh, the premise like that, figure the least I can do is listen.
Auntie may demand Kaur and I do nothing, but for each moment I remain inactive, dozens fall in meaningless combat. I seek a persuasive method of alleviating this conflict. The Protectorate utilizes a procedure known as mental refreshment to ease the temperament of wayward subjects. The Ministry of Accuracy contains vital information about the process and where it is performed. This is the prize I seek. I previously sent a grafted soldier, Trooper Sealong, to retrieve said information, but I have not heard from her in some time. Consequently, I must presume the worst.
And yes, Sloth, I just saw your message. She absolutely seems like Mom from Futurama. 100%. I remember that in the first game, too. I remember thinking that is. Haven't heard from her in some time. What do you know about the mental refreshment?
Protectorate subjects willingly submit themselves to a kind of mental reset designed to bring them closer to the Protectorate ideal. But I have reason to believe that their system is less rigid than Protectorate leadership would claim. It's ripe for exploitation. Is there a more beautiful phrase?
What's a grafted soldier?
Grafted soldiers were the subjects of the Enhanced Soldier Program, so named as its intent was to utilize nature to enhance a soldier's natural talents. Unfortunately, the program resulted in many casualties, and what few successes we had were literally short-lived.
You must not have much faith in your troops if you're sending me after one.
I may be a motivator of persons, but I'm also something of a realist. Our grafted soldiers are capable at their apex, but many degrade before accomplishing themselves. I chose Trooper Sealong to grant her the opportunity to be of use, but the grafting program was shuttered with good reason. Best to be thorough.
So go to the ministry, retrieve the info. Anything else?
Yes. One additional word of warning. The good Commander Kaur shall not take kindly to your working with me, though that is a bridge most worth burning in my estimate.
I prefer diplomacy and subterfuge to frontal assaults. I'd rather work with you. Oh. Maybe I should talk to her. Good point. I'll be right back.
Watch out for that
She's over here.
I know she don't look it, but she's...
Didn't catch a look at your uniform before. Oh, the reaching arm of the Earth Directorate, wagging its fingers and snagging our pocketbooks. Hope you won't be a problem. I'm Officer Babylon Kaur, head of aggressive acquisitions and persons elimination on Paradise Island. Let no one say I can't be official when circumstances merit. Now, not to say I question the presence of a wayward sightseer in the midst of a war-torn waste, but it might be safer for us both if I knew your purpose.
Do I want to attack her? I don't really feel like why would... I'm surprised it's even an option right now. I like throwing myself to the whims of fortune. Actually, I'm gonna go with... I don't think I'm ready for this kind of honesty in a relationship.
Keen as I am on a dagger between the ribs, I ain't working with someone obfuscating their aims.
You drive a hard bargain. Fine, I'm looking to infiltrate the Vox relay.
The Vox, eh? Bent on bloody self-destruction, I could just have my troops dispatch you, save you the effort. Although if you were keen on continuing to draw breath, perhaps you and I could broker a deal. There are Protectorate vitals need bled. You could do the bleeding.
Suppose there's no shame in hearing what you've got planned.
I want the Protectorate war effort exsanguinated. You want into the Vox Relay. You help me, I help you. There's a particular holding we shelled early in the war, name of Euphoria Coast Automech Repair Center. Deserves a raising for the length of its blasted name alone. My scouts report recent Protectorate attempts to bring it back to functioning. I need the place sabotaged, lest Automechs return to aid the Protectorate war effort in droves. Should note, the ministers like to take our working together as a personal affront. Aid me, and I suspect he'll rescind any offer he may have made to you.
Wouldn't it be simpler to kill everyone in the facility than sabotage it?
Certainly could. I wouldn't shed a tear on behalf of those drones, but the Protectorate is used to losing its people, and there'll no doubt be a replacement crew in a week's time. The repair center itself needs to be permanently put out of commission. Anything else is temporary.
What's the plan for infiltrating the facility?
Could be direct. Feign that you're an assistant of some kind, though you'd have to have some know-how regarding engineering. But a simpler path would be paying a visit to the Ministry of Accuracy, liberating some credentials. Yaysayers ain't capable of suspecting a piece of paper.
I don't know which one of these people I want to work for. Milverstreet said the same thing about you. He wants information on the mental refreshment.
Do you suggest that our good minister has lost patience with playing fair and now seeks to delve into the oily recesses of brainwashing? Oh, for shame. He's devoted to his half measures. I'll give him that. But he wouldn't have to wheedle and connive if he knew directness. Milverstreet's grinning manipulation won't earn nothing but more of our own dead. Work with me.
I have to think about this before I make a decision.
Think all you like. Speak to Milverstreet if he ain't already stuck his hooks in you. I'm confident you got the spine for what must be done.
Can't go up there. Go up this side though. Let's look around for a sec. I'm genuinely not sure like which person I want to work with. They've made it pretty clear if I pick one, the other's gonna get all pissy. I do think working with her might be able to get me some like really nice weapons or something. See what we find up here while I'm thinking about it. Advertising holo emitter. Holo emitters are commonly found in Entity's Choice advertisements, but doubtless they can be used in a more pragmatic applications. Oh, extract the holo emitter. Yoink. Don't know if that's gonna be a good thing or a bad thing, but it's done. It's mine now. What's this ship doing? Has that been there the whole time? What's going on over here? What is this place?
You can't spell heinous aesthetic without Auntie's Choice.
What is that thing?
Are you allowed to be here?
I mean, no one stopped me.
Would pulverizing them suffice? No, I couldn't liquefy them. Apply heat and congeal them into kibble no beast could resist. Oh, Ethel, darling, you're a genius. Cool. Approach with less haste next time, won't you?
You talk to me
Copernicus
first.
may be tame, but he still doesn't take kindly to being startled.
Copernicus, nice. Why don't we start with introductions? I'm Fox.
I am Ethel Tinsley, chimeric scientist.
Chimeric?
I'm responsible for taming this delightful raptidon here. He will protect our fair town from his feral brethren in the wilds. Theoretically, Officer Kaur has been in a state waiting for me to train the raptidons to, maul on command. It's rather pressing, and alas, one scientist-turned-tamer can only do so much. One might say I'm perhaps a bit on edge. Folk here have grown weary, shall we say, with the war effort, and with avoiding Kaur and the minister's would-be fisticuffs.
Oh, I'm well acquainted with Kaur and Milverstreet's antics.
If you two have spotted the chasm between them, I fear the Protectorate have already pinpointed the way with which to exploit it. I'm unused to the way things are done here, I suppose. The Protectorate leadership never behaved in such a manner.
With freedom of thought comes conflict and uncertainty.
Which I would not mind if the threat of annihilation weren't hanging over us so. I am accustomed to decisive and unanimous action. Not this. And yet, I would much rather stay here, continue my work, and hope my leaders can reach an accord. Challenging though it may be, one wishes to woo Protectorate subjects to our ranks. The other wishes to secure a decisive victory with weaponry and technology. As for which approach is best, I wish I knew.
I'm beginning to see why they both begged for my help.
Have they? Goodness. Then it seems things are more precarious than I realized. If you do intend to lend your aid to the Minister or Officer Kaur, I only ask that you consider the ramifications.
I honestly didn't expect dialogue from another NPC about those two.
Very well. I ought to focus more on my work than on social tensions anyhow.
Tell me more about taming raptidons.
I work directly with Officer Kaur and her soldiers to ensure they're outfitted with the best raptidon counterparts Paradise Island can provide. In theory, they'll be trusted to guard our most precious assets, including our leadership. For now, they deter encroachment from wild raptidons. It's most agreeable.
Does this program require you to give the raps goofy names too?
Oh dear. I rather hoped that Copernicus rolled off the tongue a sight better than designation C0P3R. I suppose I'll ensure he responds to both in any case.
I'll be going now. That's pretty funny. Little Copernicus. Hi, buddy.
Are you allowed to be here?
And yeah, he looks crazy. Private notes. Sure, I'll look at them. Why not? Musings of raptidons. Well, I've officially gone from chimeric scientist to raptidon onboarding specialist, but it's not so harsh as a change as I feared. These creatures require constant feeding, house training, combat conditioning, and praising in dulcet tones. Yes, but they've also provided me ample opportunity to study their constitution. They've taken well to a salve I've developed for wound care, far better than the average human would have. While my previous work may be lost to history, I can't help but wonder, might this have been used to aid graft recipients? If so, would we perhaps have had more success than failures? Milverstreet has come calling for his subcutaneous ejections again. I'll write more of my findings later. To Milverstreet, subject halted assimilation. Evie, first I want to thank you for always being so kind and such a great listener. You've been an immense assistance to me. You've been of immense assistance to me in the past few years. I write you today because I admit I'm at a bit of a crossroads. It is reasonable to be among a society for so long, yet feel so separate from it. Try as I might to feel one with Auntie's choice, it's as if I'm donning a costume. I wish I didn't feel so. Any advice you have would be much appreciated. Your friend Ethel.
Are you allowed to be here?
Oops, didn't mean to shoot that. My bad. Oh, this looks like it's right for the jumping. Can she see me up here? It doesn't say detected. I'm taking it. Burst light pistol. She didn't need any of that stuff, right? Yeah, dude, that thing looks so cool. Not looking forward to fighting those things, though, I'll tell you that. What we got over here? Some buildings and stuff. Is this something? No.
Ectoplasm. Wait. Nope. Just taro excrement. Heavens, Auntie, you scared the living daylights out of me. Shouldn't sneak up on a man like that. Good way to earn a bullet betwixt the eyes.
Betwixt. Was I sneaking, or were you just situationally unaware?
Could be a little of both, I'll grant you. I've been so wrapped up in my business, I'd barely notice a ship dropping out of the sky if it didn't land on me. Guess I should apologize for all that hullabaloo before. Just mistook you for another unfleshly manifestation.
Unfleshly manifestation?
Look, I know how it sounds. Like I'm a few crabbles short of a hurt, but just hear me out. It all started the other night. Saw a personage leaving the greenhouse, late. Figured it for Emily, but when I asked her about it, she didn't know what I was talking about. Happened again the next night. Gave chase that time, but lost them hereabouts. I turned a corner and they'd up and vanished.
Interesting. Could they be hiding in one of these houses?
I've knocked on doors, peeped a few windows, respectfully, mind you. And I ain't spied anything more exciting than a chair. But then, a being of pure information probably wouldn't linger on this plane any longer than necessary. Too tiresome, would be my guess.
Sorry, did you say a being of pure information?
Well, maybe. I still don't know all the particulars yet. But it's one theory.
I'll look around, see if I can turn anything up.
I certainly won't say no to having a fresh set of lamps on the scene. Just be careful. Hate to see you disappeared like that foodstuffs.
What'd that say? The mystifying case of the Midnight Marauder. Roof access? Whoa, there's a grenade in the bird's nest. I'm gonna take that for the bird's safety. That's nothing.